Okay. Yes. Good evening, everybody. So, anyone remember what did we learn last week? Do you remember, Hassan? What did we learn last week?
Not yet.
No, you don't remember? Okay.
Maybe I don't. We're talking about the lister, I think.
The what?
Wait, 1 second. 1
Okay.
second. Not topic, because we are.
We did that.
Yeah, we did that. That's true. Not. We're talking about the main idea, I think.
We finished main idea. After main idea, what did we learn?
Yeah, that's true. We're talking.
I will share the screen.
Yeah. But we're talking about the. I know, but
This one. Can you see the screen?
Yeah, this.
This.
We talking. We are in the last one.
Yes, great. Pattern
Yep.
or organization. We talk about this.
Yep.
Okay, yes. Yeah, we learn about listing. What is listing? Do you remember what is listing?
Listing. Yep.
How is it?
Is it? Okay, my language is not good. I know it, but I can
Give me example.
Example about the listing.
Mm-hmm.
Example about the listing.
Should I go next? Should I show you the example? All right. Remember, we talk about listing. This one from the paragraph, great vacation.
Yeah, I can't tell you. Just listing. I know the listing in Arabic. I know it, but I can't tell you in English.
Okay, yes, it's okay. So yeah, I will just review a little bit. Listing, when you make a paragraph, and then in the paragraph, you list some idea. Like,
Yep.
for example, this one, the paragraph about great vacation or great holiday, the list here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 ideas.
Yes.
The writer makes 4 lists. Next one, sequence. What is sequence? Sorry. Sequence. What is sequence?
The sequence is يا أخي خرب والله أعرفها. He talking about the lines.
Yes, line. There is a timeline.
Yeah, he talking about the timeline.
Timeline, that is the time. Events, step of process, that's sequence. Okay, next one, after sequence, comparison and contrast. What is this? Comparison and contrast. Compare ne demek? What is compare?
Compare ne demek?
I used to speak like Turkish too, that's why. Compare, what is compare?
Is we're writing the main idea, I think. Example,
and then remember the example here, they compare 2 things, New York and San Francisco.
Yeah.
You remember this?
Yep.
They compare 2 cities, not only the difference, but also the similarity. Same or different, both. Okay, 2 cities. They compare 2 cities.
Yeah.
The last one, let me check. Cause and effect. What is this? Cause and effect, this kind of paragraph. What are cause and effect?
We talk this?
I think, yeah, I make a recording. If you come back to the recording, it's, yes, there is, but okay.
Oh, yeah. I'm lost my connection. Yeah, I remember.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know because I lost my connection.
All right.
I'm very
Okay.
sorry.
So yes, cause and effect, actually when we talk several steps, for example, there is here the example. A cause-effect sentence does not always put the cause first. Cause, sebab. Okay. What is it in Arabic, sebab?
What?
In Arabic, cause, what is it in Arabic?
Cause in Turk what?
In Turkish, it's sebab.
Because.
Cause, yeah,
Like,
cause.
like a because.
Yes.
In Arabic بسبب.
Sebab, huh? This
I know.
same. So yes, there is cause, there is sebab, and then the effect, the result. Okay. For example, because I forgot my umbrella, I was caught in the rain. That's this one sebab, this one the effect, the result. Imagine if he don't forgot the umbrella, he will not get wet in the rain. Okay. That's cause and effect. Same in paragraph 2. In the paragraph, let me check the next one if they write it. Oh no. Okay, in the paragraph, here they talk about oil tanker spilled. Okay, oil tanker that spilled. Okay, let's talk about this, Hassan. Can you read this paragraph?
Okay. In 1989, the Exxon builders, Exxon is right.
Yeah, Exxon.
The Exxon Valdez oil tankers spilled millions of gallons of oil in Alaska's Prince William Sounds biologists who have studied the local wildlife have not noted the consequences. That's true. Consequences of the spill. It has resulted in a great decline in the number of birds in the area. The spill also has caused many young harbor seals of suffer from brain damage and death. Killer whales also felt the impact of the spill since 1989. More than one third of the whale population has disappeared. Okay.
So yes, what is this paragraph about, Hassan? What is this about?
He talking about the oil I think oil tanks.
Mm-hmm. Oil
and
tank that spilled. Spilled, what is spilled? Do you know what is spilled?
No.
No, spilled. You know, oil tanker, a tank, for example, in the sea, they have several tanks. When the oil spilled, the oil go out from the tank to the water. Okay, spill. That's spill. Okay. So yes, remember this paragraph is cause and effect. When there is something happen, what is happening? Oil tanker spilled. Okay, in 1989, there is oil tanker spilled, million of gallons oils. After that, what happened? What are the effects? So this is the first sentence is the cause, the sebab. What are the effects? The effects, the first one. Okay, from the keyword here, there is consequences. Consequences like effect, result. Okay, it has resulted in a great decline number of birds. Decline, going down. So what are the effects? The first one, the number of birds in the area is decline. So the birds is slowing down. There is no birds anymore. Okay, that's the first effect. What about the second? Can you notice what are the second effect?
What is the first effect?
The first effect, this one. It has resulted a great decline in the number of birds in the area. So the birds die, decline.
The spell also has caused many young harper. That's true.
Yeah, continue reading.
Many young harper sailors to suffer from brain damage and death.
Okay, yes, that's the second effect. Brain damage and death. Brain damage. Maybe cancer, brain cancer, or brain damage, like they cannot think anymore. And death, which is very bad, right? What
Yes.
else? The last one. What is the effect of the last one? Can you see it? There is an animal here about whales. What happened with the whales, Hassan?
Killers, whales also felt the impact of the spill.
Okay, explain more the second sentence. What is the impact exactly? In the next sentence, can you notice?
More than one third of the whale population has
Disappeared. So yeah,
disappeared.
the whale also died. 30%, one third, 1 per 3. Okay, 1/3. So let's say there is 3 whales in the sea, one of them died. If there are 30 whales in the sea, 10 of them died. Disappeared means died. Okay, so yes, there are 3 effects for this oil tanker spill. The first one, the birds died. The second one, the seals, brain damage and death. The third one, the whales dead. So yes, that's the effects. 1 sebab, 1 cause, oil tanker spilled, 3 effects. Okay, so yes, this is cause and effects. From here, any question?
No.
No, okay. If there is no question, let's do the practice. I will go here. I gave you homework, am I right?
Yeah.
Did you do your homework?
We gotta do it together.
You can do it together. Okay,
Like all time.
don't worry.
Unit 7, exercise 5.
Okay, before we go to exercise 5, we do the easy one first. This is exercise 1, okay? Before we talk about the homework, let's do this practice, okay? So from this practice, there are 10 sentences. This is not paragraph, this is sentence, okay? But from these sentences, we can decide which one is it. Is it listing? Is it sequence? Is it comparison, or is it cause and effect from the sentence? Okay, so you got the point? You got the exercise? You know what to do?
I know.
Let's do it together.
I think, yeah, together I can.
Let's do it together. I will show you number 1, okay? I will show you number 1. Nicole and Brigade woke up very early on the morning of the international roller skating competition and ate a quick breakfast. Okay, I will think, which one is it? Is it listing? Is it sequence?
No, not
is
listing.
it comparison? Is it cause? Which one do you think?
Not sequence, not listing.
Okay, why?
Comparison.
What comparison? Compare between what and what?
Just take it. Don't say why and what. Because it's not listing. We don't found anything to list this.
Okay.
Yeah, and I can tell you in English, not sequence, not lines here.
No lines in here. Okay. What else?
Not cause and effect.
Why?
This is a cause and effect.
I don't know. Okay.
No, I think this not cause and effect.
Which one do you think?
Comparison.
Comparison. Okay. Let's see comparison. Remember, comparison, we need to compare two things, A and B. Okay. Nicole and Brigade woke up. They woke up together. Okay. Very early in the morning of the international skating competition and at a quick breakfast. Remember, they don't compare actually. So this is not comparison. They just, the subject just, there are two subjects. So they don't compare Nicole and Brigade. No.
Not comparison?
Not comparison. Not comparison. Let's see, cause and effect. Is there any because? There is no because. They don't explain. They woke up very early in the morning because they ate quick breakfast. No. Okay, so sebab yuk.
Not listing.
Not listing. So it's a sequence actually. It's sequence. Why is it sequence? I will write S here. Why is it sequence? We see here, woke up very early in the morning. Let me show you. Where is my note? Okay. First, they woke up. Let me. Nevin. Oh, where is Nevin? I saw Nevin's name. He wanted to join. Okay. So yes. Let me say hi to Nevin. Hi, Nevin. Can you hear my voice, Nevin? I don't know. I hope you can hear my voice.
Yeah, he said yes.
Yes. Okay. Yes. Okay. Great. We were talking about this exercise, Naveen. So we decide which one is it. Which kind of paragraph is it? Is it listing, sequence, comparison, or cause and effect? Okay. So let me go back a little bit. The first one, we choose sequence because Remember, there is a timeline. What is the timeline? First one, I will show you the first timeline. Nicole and Brigitte woke up very early. Okay, they woke up. First thing they do, they woke up in the morning. And then what do? They ate. Ate, remember, ate? Past tense of eat. Okay, they woke up and then they ate a quick breakfast. So it is a sequence. Timeline, that is timeline that. First thing to do, wake up. Second thing to do, ate. So yes. Number 2, should we try? Hassan?
I will try.
Okay.
The roller skating rink in Miami was much larger than the rink in their home town in France.
Which one is it?
I think it is 1 second. What's the skating?
Skating, you know, I will show you. I will just show you. I don't know how to explain.
Skating.
Ice skating. When you play ice skating, usually you play it in the winter.
Skateboard?
Ice skating.
هاي قصدها الزلاجات أعتقد.
I think.
Okay, yeah. Ice skating. This one, ice skating.
Okay.
Let's go back.
It's skating rink in the Miami was much learning the
I will show you keyword. I will
it's
show
not
you.
this not cause effect because we don't have
Okay.
not listing.
Not listing. Okay, true.
We have it two right now. Sequence conversion. I think this conversion because conversion wanted to A and B.
A and B. A and B, which are, what are they compared?
The rolling the roller skating rink in the Miami was much larger.
Okay, yes.
Larger.
They compare roller skating rink in Miami and then in France. Okay, in Miami it's larger, bigger, larger than in France. So yes, that's correct. It's comparison. Comparison and contrast. Great. Number 3, Nevin, do you want to try? Maybe try to read. Do you want to try? Yes, please, Nevin. No, don't be shy, Nevin. I never heard you read. Just one sentence, no?
أقري.
No? Okay, if now in shy, okay, Hassan.
He don't want. Okay.
Okay, yes, that's fine.
I will try among the combine. Okay. Among the competitors. Among the competitors, there were skaters from Japan, Korea, okay, this listing.
Okay, why listing?
Because he listing the countries.
The countries, yes, easy one. This is listing.
Yep. That's listing. It's so easy.
Listing is easy. Okay, great. You
Yeah.
understand that. Listing. What are the listing? The list of competitors. Okay. What are the competitors? Japan, Korea, Australia, Russia, Argentina, and many other countries. Great. Number 4. Continue.
Since the competition was taking place in the United States, the largest group of competitors was American.
Mhm.
Was to play in the United States. Not listing, not cause or effect, not comparison. This is sequence.
Okay, let's read. Since the competition was taking place in the United States, the largest group of competitors was American.
Okay,
Actually,
this is easy.
CC,
Yeah, yep,
comparison.
I think, yep.
Okay, let's see. Actually, there is the word since here. Since sometimes there are two types of since. There are two functions of since. The first one, when you show the time, since. I have been studying English since I was children. Okay, that's showing the time. But this one, since here, has the other meaning. It means because. Okay, because the competition was taking place in United States, because the competition located in United States, the larger group of competitors was American. Okay, so which one is it?
Easy.
Which one is it? Not CC, it's
Sequence.
not sequence. There is because.
Where is the because? We don't have any because or.
Okay, so I told you since here, the meaning is because. Since has two meanings. Here, the meaning of since is because, other than since. Because the competition was taking place in United States. Okay, this is one situation. And then there is a result here. This is one sebab, because the competition was taking place in the United States. And then there is a result. That's why the largest group of competitors was American. So which one is it? I told you the keyword.
This is sequence.
Hmm?
Sequence? Sorry, cause.
Cause and effect. Great.
Yeah, cause and effect.
Cause and effect. Great. What else? Number 5, please.
The competition began in mid-morning with the free skating for couples, and the first scores were posted after lunch.
Mm-hmm.
This is sequence
Sequence. Why sequence?
because we have a morning, and then first squares were posted after lunch.
Okay, great. Correct. This is sequence. Why sequence? Because they mention about the timeline. Timeline. First one, mid of morning, in the middle of the morning. So they will start the competition in the middle of the morning. And then after lunch, there is also after lunch, it's also time. They're showing time. So the answer is sequence. Oh, I will just write S. Number 6.
A young Korea couple won this category because they work so perfectly together. Cause,
Which
cause
one?
and effect. Cause and effect.
Cause and effect. Yes, correct. A young Korean couple won this category because they work so perfectly together. So the answer is cause and effect. This one. Number 7.
What is this? Nicole?
Nicole.
Nicole and Bridget
Mhm.
felt that their friends couple had given a much leveler performance than the Korea couple.
Korean couple. Which one?
This CC.
CC. Okay, why?
A and B, they have a and B here.
Okay, A and B. French couple and Korean couple. So they compare it. Yes, they compare it between French couple. The French couple, Nicole and Brigitte think that French couple has given much livelier performance than, there's a than here, so they compare A and B. The B is Korean couple. Number 8.
Nicola was competing in the several categories. What is that?
Categories including
Including women's free skating, women's school fighters,
figures.
school figures, and bear skating.
Which one is it?
Which one is it?
Easy one. Which one?
Not easy. It's not listing. Say true.
Hmm?
It's not listing.
Which one is it? If it's not listing, which one?
Okay, and let's see, complaints survey category. Restricting. I think it's not listing, not cause effect. It is S or CC.
S or CC? Actually, I will show you the keywords. Nicole was competing in several categories. The keyword several categories, some categories, including first, woman, free skating. Okay. Second, woman school figures. The third, pair skating. Which one is it?
Listing?
Yes,
No way.
it's listing. It's listing because they tell about the categories, several categories, more than one.
The word is difficult. It's different, not
The
difficult.
words is difficult. Okay. And if you confuse, you can see, there is comma, and. So they tell about something. Listing, they list about something. The last one, number 9.
After they had finished competing, the two girls stayed to watch the couple's competition. This is because we have a timeline.
Okay, yes, there is after blah, blah, blah. They do something. This is the first thing they do, competing, and then they stay to watch the couple competition. Yes, it's sequence. Okay, there is a timeline there. The last one.
Last one. They had both won some prizes
Prices.
prices. So they left the skating rink feeling very happy and excited.
Excited. Okay, which one is it?
DE?
Which,
I think
why?
CE.
Why?
So like a because or not?
Okay, that is so great. The keyword is so. Showing a result. So this one, the result. This one, the sebab. The first sentence, the sebab. The second sentence, the result. So yes, it's correct. It's C and E. Okay. So how is it? Is it difficult or easy?
No, and it's easy.
Easy, right? To find
Yes.
it, like, okay, listing is like this, sequence is like that, comparison and cause and effect. Let me clear. Okay. Any question for this?
No.
No. Let's continue. We still have some minutes. Okay. Let's do the exercise 5. Is it 5? Oh, which one is the homework?
Exercise 7.
Oh, 7. Is it 7? Really? Unit 7 exercise. It's for the sequence. Exercise 5. Unit 7, exercise 5. So we go back a little bit to exercise 5. Okay. This one, travel. Please, Hassan,
Yeah.
read it. You are the only student, so yeah.
Okay. Lonely. I'm still lonely.
You know that song?
Yeah, it's my favorite song.
Okay.
A trip to another country requires
Requires
a creating
certain amount.
okay a certain amount of planning. First, you must decide where you would like to go next. You need to look at maps and books about the places. When you have decided where to go, you should find out how to get there. Uh, an an agent an agent can tell you about was to travel and the cost. You should find out that kind of documents. That's true.
Yeah,
Documents. Documents you will need to enter the country. In the meantime, you may want to find out the language spoken there. If you don't already know it, you you might want to learn a few important words and phrases. Finally, you should make a baking list to make sure you bring everything necessary. What's this?
Necessary.
Necessary of a place in the trip.
Okay, for a pleasant trip. So yes, this is the paragraph. Is there any difficult words? Difficult words? Is there any difficult words? Hard words?
it's a difficult words. I think it is important. The first one,
Which one? Let me zoom.
spoken.
A trip to another country requires a certain
Wait,
amount of
wait.
planning.
This spoken is important.
Okay. Spoken from the word speak. Okay. Spoken, I will write here. Speak. This is the verb 1. Spoken. The verb 3. When we use the spoken, when we use the verb 3, means it's passive voice. So, spoken, a language spoken, a language that being speak by a person. Okay. So the language they use there, actually. In the meantime, you might want to find out, you might want to learn the language they speak. For example, you want to visit Turkey. Okay. When you're preparing the documents, preparing the visa, when you are waiting, because they say here in the meantime.
Okay,
while
I
you are
understand.
waiting, you need to learn Turkish. What
Yeah,
else?
yeah, yeah.
Important, or namely, in Turkish, I don't know in Arabic. What is it in Arabic?
مهم.
Yeah, that's important. Necessary, also important. Something that you need to bring. Because they talk about something to bring. Necessary is also important. Important to bring. For example, you need to bring, let's say, camera. Or when it's summer, when you want to swim, let's say in the beach, you need to bring body cream, SPF. What
Yeah.
else? Glasses, sunglasses, and so on. Pleasant, fun. Fun trip. Happy trip. Exciting trip. Pleasant. What else?
What did you say?
Pleasant, happy.
Oh, like happy. Okay.
Any other question?
No.
Okay. Let's go down a little bit. Okay. From this paragraph, let's fulfill this. What is the main idea? What is the signal words? And then what is the example? Remember this one? Which one is it? Is it sequence? Is it cause and effect? Is it, what is it, comparison?
The paragraph?
Listing or sequence or comparison or
Listing.
cause and effect? Why listing?
The other country, if I trip to another country, request I can't a moment. Right. First, you must declare the first. This is the first one. First, you must decide where you would like to go. This is the first one in the listing. Next, you need to look at the maps and the books about the places. This is the two.
Okay.
When you have decided where to go, you should find out. This is a listing.
This is a listing. Okay. Be careful. For listing, for listing, actually, they don't need to be in a timeline. But this one, remember this one, they talk about timeline.
Where's the timeline? He talking. He said, do something. Spoken the language. Planning first must decided. read some books and read some books about the place.
Okay, so here.
I'm
Okay,
ready
yes,
to-
this is kind of list. Yes, similar to list. They make a list. However, we need to be careful here. They make it step by step. Okay, first here, sorry. First there actually is a first step. A first step. Okay, first step. Okay, let's do it together. What is it about? The paragraph. What is the main idea? Trip to another country. I will write here. The main idea is to
Trip to another country.
country. Okay, this one we agree. What else? What should we do after when we decide to trip to another country? Here, the first thing we do, we need to decide where you want to go. Decide first. If you don't decide, you cannot plan the whole trip. Whether you want to decide to go to the Europe, for example, in Europe, it's winter now. After you decide the country, then you can decide the other, whether you need to bring the clothes, thick clothes, or a thin clothes. If you want to go to Australia, maybe in the other part of the world, different. So the first one, first, there is signal word. The first signal word is first. Ilk orang, first. And then first, what should we do? Decide where to go. Decide which country to go. That's the timeline. The timeline, first you need to decide. After that, remember, I will show you this one. Let's go back a little bit to the, oops. Let's go back a little bit to the slide for sequence. Could be in events ordered by time. So it's time to time. Look at the pattern here. You see my screen, right? My PowerPoint. There is first, next, last, after. So this one is sequence. So let's go back to the paragraph. They said first. Yes, first, second, and so on. Sometimes we can use for list. Sometimes we can use for sequence. Depends on the type of the paragraph. Okay, the first thing to do is decide where to go. After decide, what should we do? There is next. Okay, there is, I will write here, there is next here. So the second signal word, next. Next, you need to look at the map and books about this place. Okay. Look at the map about the country, about the place. I will write the place. Look here. If it's a list, you can mix the order. You can mix, look at the map first and then decide where to go. However, but since this is a sequence, you cannot mix the order. Why? Because the first thing to do, you need to decide. Okay? Decide where to go. After decide, then you can look at the maps. When you look at the maps, you want to travel to Turkey. When you want to look at the maps, you need to have Turkey in mind. You need to have, let's say you want to go Istanbul, you need to have Istanbul in mind. But if you don't have any idea where to go, which map will you open? So yeah, that's the first one. Can you hear my voice? So yeah, that's it for sequence. So this is sequence actually. The second one, okay, let's see. That is next. And then the other one, when you have decided where to go. This is the signal word, blah, blah, blah. And then there's also then. What else? Finally, at the end, finally. So yeah, that's it. That's all the signal words we can write here. Then the last one, finally. So whatever after this, after then, after finally is the example. You can continue by yourself. Okay.